Well, the fight over the president's health care law hits the Senate campaign trail. We knew this would be an issue in the upcoming elections, and indeed it is. A multi-million-dollar ad campaign just unveiled targeting 5 Democratic senators who are up for re-election this fall. The ad is from the conservative 60-Plus Association. It's basically the conservative version to the AARP counterpoint. It claims that unaccountable bureaucrats are able to ration health care thanks to the new law, and that's not all. Here's part of the ad.
Hi, friend. I'm Pat Boone. Last year, a lot of promises were made regarding health care reform. But America's seniors knew forcing a bill through Congress when Americans overwhelmingly opposed it would be disastrous, and we were right.
He made, some claims about Medicare, and this new board, which I have to tell our viewers Dr. Siegel was on, railing about saying this is a board that can effectively ration care, not technically, but in effect was his claim, and now Pat Boone is trying to call it to people's attention as a political issue going into November.
Yes, it's called the IPAB, not to be confused with your iPad. It's the IPAB group, and it's about 15 unaccountable, presidentially appointed bureaucrats who are going to be making these decisions for you. And in fact, this is so politically toxic now that it's not just Republicans who oppose it. There are an increasing number of Democrats saying we have to take a second look at this and maybe eliminate this from the whole Obamacare scheme. In order to pay for Obamacare, in order to get those numbers to work, and by the way, the CBO yesterday said Obamacare is going to cost about $1 trillion more than we expected over 10 years. Well, duh. In order to get those numbers to work, the Democrats had to manipulate the numbers, and they took $500 billion out of Medicare. So let's be really clear. It's the Democrats that are gutting Medicare in order to make this whole Obamacare scheme work. It's already not working, and if you've got to get these numbers to jibe, of course you've got to ration care. The truth is that Medicare is speeding toward insolvency. We cannot continue down this road, and so what Paul Ryan and the Republicans are trying to do is save the program.
Well, what this ad is trying to do is target these Democrats who voted for it.
They're trying to save it because unless you enact serious reform, the entire program goes away. The ad works because they're telling the senior citizens of this country the truth, that unless we do serious entitlement reform, Medicare is not going to be there for future generations. Oh, and by the way, Obamacare now is absorbing so much of this money that it is damaging some of the other entitlements.